Many thanks for staying with us. This is still Politics HQ on News Central Television. At this time, we are still looking at issues around the forthcoming Ondo State governorship poll. Of course, bringing into the conversation is the essay to the governor on mobilization in Ondo State, talking about Dapo Adepoju. Thank you for joining the program, Dapo. The People's Democratic Party, is insisting that it's not comfortable with the resident electoral commissioner, of the state ahead of the election in person of Mrs. Oluwatoyin Babalola, saying that she's relationship with the government in power makes them very uncomfortable, and for that reason, they might not even sign the peace accord. I mean, you did hear when Dr. Benson yesterday echo the concerns of the People's Democratic Party. What's your take? What is the stand of the APC on this?
You see, what I see in this whole issue is that it is strange. It is strange that we are hearing it for the first time, that those who are supposed to participate in an election are asking for the removal of a personnel who is supposed to do a legitimate duty as a Nigerian, as stipulated in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So I don't know what is happening, maybe due to the fact that they are jittery, maybe due to the fact that they have seen the popularity of the governor, maybe due to the fact that they have seen that the good people of Ondo State are happy with the good work embarked upon by the administration of Governor Aiyedatiwa. So we are not bothered. We know they are worried. We know that these are statements of a loser. Are you getting it? We are not bothered. The government doesn't run, the governor of Ondo State is not an employee or maybe a worker or maybe working in INEC. He's not related to that particular woman. So we don't care. The major thing is that the leadership of INEC knows who and who to saddle with the responsibility of conducting elections.
But in case, I mean, this is me just asking, in case she's redeployed or replaced, is the APC comfortable with that?
Yeah. The major thing is that we don't care. We are ready. Our people are ready for us. The good people of Ondo State are ready for us. But the reason why we are worried is the fact that the PDP are trying to tell us that they don't trust that a woman can be at the helm of the affairs of leadership. We have been hearing that women can be more. Right now, we have a woman who is doing her own legitimate duty, as an ordinary Nigerian, and they are calling for a removal. I think that is uncalled for. It is to me, it's disgusting. It's strange and barbaric. So for us in the APC, we have the people behind us, and we are confident. When you have the people with you, you don't care. So maybe they have they have some godfather somewhere who are giving them this assurance that they can do and undo. But I can assure them that the governor of Ondo State doesn't have a godfather, but he has got the father and the good people of Ondo State with him. All right. So he's going to win the election on a landslide.
Dapo, let's talk about the election that just happened in Edo State, where, of course, we saw all the drama that unfolded, the entire process, and will I call it the whole event. And now, my question is, are there takeaways for the APC ahead of the Ondo polls from Edo elections?
Yeah, the takeaway is that we have learned from the winning tactics of our brothers in Edo State.
By winning tactics, what exactly are you inferring?
And do not forget that the governor of Ondo State, His Excellency Governor Aiyedatiwa, was the chairman of the election planning committee of the All Progressives Congress in Edo State. So he understands all these things because he is someone that is loved by a lot of people. He's got the gentility. He's a listener and a strategist. So with that, we are confident that here in Ondo State, we are going to have a landslide victory. You can see that there in Ondo State, they have a sizable number of local governments where they won. But I can assure you in Ondo State that I'm not sure they are going to get up to such number here in Ondo State, because we have the larger part of the people with us, the largest, number of people that are going to take part in that election. They are with Governor Aiyedatiwa. So it's a win for us. It's a win for us, and you can see the lamentation. With that lamentation, you can see clearly that it is obvious that the PDP are jittery because of the fact that the people of Ondo State.
Dapo, you said in your opening remark on that question, you said that you have learned from the winning tactics, in Edo State. I would like you to expand on that. What exactly did you learn? What is the takeaway?
The takeaway is that the most important thing is you should be on the side of the people. You can see what the immediate past governor of Edo State, Senator Adams Oshemole, haven't left office as a former governor. He came back and the people embraced him. They voted for him en masse. You can see the candidate of the party there who just won the election, the governor-elect, Senator Pebolo. You can see that he's even a senator. So with that, the people that voted for the former governor and those that voted for the incumbent senator too, who is now the governor-elect, were still there. So they just get more people to themselves and they won the election. So it shows that when you have the people behind you, you don't have to worry. When you have the people with you, you don't have to worry, because the voice of the people is the voice of God. So the people are with us, and we're sure that across the 18 local government of Ondo State, we are very, very sure that the governor is going to come out victorious in all the local governments.
All right, now, talking about what the governor, has done, and we know that, what happened prior to his emergence as the governor, they all are behind-the-scenes politics. Don't you also feel that some individuals within the state who maybe aggrieved, even as his emergence as the governor of the state, might sort of pose some sort of concern, ahead of the polls, particularly within the party? Mr. Dapo Adepoju, are you there?
Yes.
Okay.
We believe in the decision of the party. When the party takes decision, all party members, we are meant to abide by the decision of the party. That is the ethos of progressivism. So now, the candidate of our great party in Ondo State, in person of Governor Aiyedatiwa, he has reached out to his brothers, co-contestants. They are with him. You can see recently that one of the major contender with him rode on the same vehicle with him recently, like 2 days ago, at Ikare Koko. So it shows the love, the brotherly love. It shows the unity, the cohesion. And you can see the sagacity of the leadership of the party, led by Engineer Aiyedatiwa. You can see that we are getting so much people. That is the reason why we were able to get the likes of the political family of the former governor of Ondo State, Dr. Olusegun Mimiko, his immediate political family. They totally collapsed that structure into the APC. You can see former speakers, former members of the National Assembly, a lot of them, eminent personalities across the state who are part of the Mimiko family, political family. They just have to come on board, and everybody is now on the field working, tirelessly for the victory of Governor Aiyedatiwa. So it's sure that we are getting things right in the APC.
Talking about getting things right. Now, Governor Aiyedatiwa made an assurance today while addressing members of the National Union of Local Government Employees during the NULUG Day ceremony, which held in the state capital, Akure, today, where he actually talked about making the welfare of workers a priority, and said if he's re-elected, he said that their salaries will not be delayed or paid in part, that it would ensure that the workers, government workers, get their salaries as and when due in full. Now, he has been in government for a while. I mean, why is this an election promise? He's been in power. What has he been doing about it?
What has he been doing? Has he not been paying salaries? It is obvious. The records are there to see. He has been paying salaries, and just recently you can see that he made an announcement of the increment. The federal government made a pronouncement that they are going to be paying 70,000 naira minimum wage, and surprisingly, the governor of Ondo State came out with above 70,000. So it shows his readiness. He has.
So are you saying that as of now, workers in Ondo State are not just getting their salaries, as and when due, they are getting it in full? Are they getting it in full?
Salary as at when due.
In full?
As at when due.
Is it in full?
I'm very sure about it.
100%. They get it 100%.
Workers alone, pensioners are getting their pay. Just recently, the governor approved a sum of 1 billion naira for the payment of the backlog of pensioners, and they are happy. That's the reason why you see both young and old. They are working and they are praying for the governor, to succeed. So it's not that governor that owes salaries. He's doing everything fine. You can see that recently, our students who are on those state indigents, who are in the law school. There are scholarships for them. He paid them. You can see just recently, you will see that during the resumption, we have free shuttle buses for the students. This is just to caution the effect of what is happening presently in the country. It shows that he's a governor that cares for his people. It shows that he's a governor that listens to his people. He feels their pulse and he wants to be with them. He wants to assist them with whatever he has. And he has been doing it, promptly, without, just blinking an eye. So as regards the issue of salary payment, he has been doing that wonderfully and beautifully. I can assure you of that.
All right. Now, there are still concerns. I'm sorry to interrupt your line of thought, but there are also concerns that some of the challenges that were experienced, in Edo State, might resonate in Ondo State. And part of those challenges include security, which was a major source of concern, in the election in Edo State. I mean, particularly security in terms of for voters and even materials itself. So my question to you is this: are there also concerns in that direction for the APC?
Yeah, like Oliver Twist will ask for more. We want the INEC, to still improve in what they're doing. We applaud them. We are happy with the level of readiness, that they're communicating, that they are putting in place in Ondo State. So, they are getting better by the day, and we commend the leadership of INEC, for making voting seamless. Like what happened in Edo State, people voted peacefully, and we know that such is going to be replicated here. So we have no doubt in our minds that the INEC will do a good job, and we commend their leadership under the leadership of Yakubu Mahmood for what they're doing. So we're happy, and we know that they are going to replicate what happened in Edo State right here, so that voters here will just vote seamlessly and return back home.
Now, I know that the governor in his speech did say something about the key players in this election, working towards peace. He also talked about enlightenment. Now, as a political party, which of course you are a major stakeholder in this, are you doing anything to sensitize the public, sensitize voter to be responsible on that day?
We have been doing it. We as stakeholders, youth stakeholders, we have been talking to our people, we have been talking to our mothers, our fathers, to shun violence. We have appealed to them not to listen to this set of blackmailers who are now going around to look for every opportunity to hit up the polity in Ondo State. Ondo State has been very, very peaceful, and we don't want anything that would disrupt that peaceful ambience that we have been enjoying in Ondo State since Governor Aiyedatiwa took over the arms of affairs. So the PDP that are trying to they are drumming for war. They have been saying that they are not going to sign the peace accord. We are calling on eminent Nigerians. We are calling on the good people to please talk to them. Talk to them that peace is what we need in our country. That peace is what we need in Ondo State. Just like our governor, Lucky Orimisan Aiyedatiwa said we cannot jeopardize that thing we call peace. So we appeal to them that they should allow peace to reign, and they should know that the good people of Ondo State is not going to compromise that peaceful ambience.
Now, talking about
calling on security operatives to be on alert. They should do their job. Whoever is trying to foment trouble, they should just take action and do the needful in making sure that Ondo State remains peaceful as it is right now.
All right. Now, talking about, being responsible during the process, yesterday, the spokesperson to the governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party accused the APC in Ondo State of vote buying. I mean, it sort of painted a, will I call it, notorious scenario where he used a local palace, saying that if you get 5,000, you'll be able to cook soup. I mean, these are pretty strong allegations. Now, the APC in Ondo State, I'm asking you, are you notorious for vote buying?
When you are talking about vote buying, it is the PDP that is known. They brought that mantra, that idea of vote buying.
At this point, I would, of course, I think we have him back. Okay. Let me leave you to respond before we go on that break.
We don't need to buy votes. We don't need to buy vote. When you have the people, when you have the majority of the people with you, you don't need to buy vote.
Does the APC in Ondo State, do they buy votes? I'm asking. It's a direct question.
It's not possible because majority of the representatives of the state are members of the All Progressives Congress. Out of the 9 MHRs in Ondo State, the APC has 8. Out of the 3 senators in Ondo State, we have the all 3. We have the governor. We have a lot of our people who are leaders. It shows that the people are with the APC. So why do we need to buy votes? You can see what we have been facilitating recently. You can see how the governor is commissioning, flagging off road projects across the state. He's paying salaries of pensioners, workers. He's doling out scholarship for students. They are happy with him. People are clapping for the governor. So you don't need to, when you are doing something that is right, you don't need to force people by inducing them financially. So we are not known for vote buying. It is the PDP that are desperate in their attempt to use every avenue to blackmail the governor. And it has been failing. They have failed in all totality. They have failed in totality. They have done it. They saw a viral video. They said that person in the video harassing a woman outside the country is the governor. A governor that is here in Akure, Ondo State capital. You said he's there in the UK. That is it. And the people are saying, oh, this is not true. This is not the governor. Recently, there was a video where the governor was, a lot of people came out. They were happy to see their governor. And he was throwing face caps to them. It was so unfortunate, funny, that the PDP came out and they said the governor was doling out cash. He was throwing out cash. How? And the video was just so visible enough for them to see. So this is the level of desperation in which the PDP in Ondo State has. They have been failing, and they knew that they're going to fail on that day of election. So we are not surprised that they are not happy, but we are appealing. We are calling on them to be calm.
All right, Dapo.
Because
all right, Dapo Adepoju, we need to go on a quick break. We need to go on a quick break. When we return, of course, the show continues. To stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us. This is still Politics HQ on News Central Television. And of course, we are looking at matters arising around the forthcoming governorship election in Ondo State. I still have with me the essay to the governor on mobilization, Mr. Dapo Adepoju. Thank you for staying with me, Mr. Dapo. Now, one issue that is pivotal right now at the moment across the nation is the economic situation. Nigerians right now are going through, tough time, particularly when it comes to the cost of living. And this is largely due to the policies put in place by your party, the APC, at the federal level. I'd like your reaction to what is going on.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. The major thing is that we are going through a lot of reforms under this present administration of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I think this happened because of the bold step that it took in removing the fuel subsidy. This is just what we need to do. This is a process that we just need to get used to so that the country will stand.
I mean, how
issues.
You said it's a process that we should get, that Nigerians should get used to. But this is one process that is further throwing millions of Nigerians into poverty, many way below the poverty line. I mean, just in the space of 1 year, the pump price of petrol has jumped to a rate that, I mean, just last year, it was almost unthinkable, if not unthinkable. So how does this look like a progressive policy?
The thing is that it's a process. It's a process. The subsidy has been removed, and we have to just pass through that short process so that we can get results for the stability of this country. For the stability of this country. For me, we just have to have this strong belief in our leaders. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is somebody that has that track record. He has governed in Lagos as governor, and we saw what he's been able to put in place. Even his succession plan has been so, applaudable. So right now, let us just have faith in him. Let us believe in what is happening now, that is going to be just for a short time. In no distant time, we believe that before you know it, the price of petroleum will begin to come down on its own. Right now, it may be high, but it's going to get to that elastic limit and it will drop. So let us have that belief in the president, in his policy, and in no distant time. Like what Senator Shehu Sani said. He said, you cannot just rate any new government within a year. Let us give the president some more time. And I can assure you that at the end of the day, we are going to applaud him for taking that giant step in removing that fuel subsidy. It is just for the good of Nigerians. Yes, we are passing through that, what I can call this critical situation now, but it's just for a short time.
All right.
It's for a short time.
All right,
and for the future
I'm
of
sorry.
an ordinary Nigerian. So it's something that he's supposed to do at this point in time. So we should just have that belief in our leader.
All right, Mr. Dapo Adepoju, thank you so much for your time on the program. We need to go. Thank you.